What up, everybody? Motherfuckers, motherfuckerettes. Welcome to Pato's Powerhouse. It's been a minute since we've done this. I gotta admit, I've been busy doing something called Pato's M Powerhouse. It's only available on Spotify, but, I can play music for you there. This is the typical blah, blah, blah podcast where we talk about, movies, I don't know, whatever's bugging me that day, or whatever, It's the Powerhouse, of course. Like I said, this is probably the first episode. It is the first episode of the entire year. Since 2017, December 2017, when we started podcasting, my partner from another mother, my brother from another mother and me. Since 2017 up until now, we hadn't taken a break. There's 5 years of cursory overload available for you to listen to. We haven't done anything this year. K-Dog is doing some stuff, and I don't know, I'll check back with him to see if we're still doing this. And if not, well, there's 5 years there that will still be there for a while, that you can check out all the crazy bullshit. And the reason why I got into podcasting, was backing my brother's play. And at the time, I did it too because it was therapeutical. I was going through some shit, after losing my father, so... But what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is 5 years, this is the first time we've taken a break like this. Since January, we haven't done anything. And Pato's Powerhouse has been revamped. Started out as Pato the Ghost Rider Show, and I've explained already why the story of that is. But anyway, what I'm saying is since we last heard of each other, there's Pato's M Powerhouse on Spotify. You got to get Spotify for that because it's, the music factor. And so far, there's about 10 episodes, or there's going to be about 10 episodes there by the end of next week. And it's basically me sharing some music with you guys from my young and youngster years, and music that I probably still listen to this very day. I'm not going to deny that. But what I'm saying is that, if you're going on a road trip or anything, hey, check out Pato's M Powerhouse, because not only do you hear my sweet, wonderful, sweet, soft voice, or did I say sweet already? Did I mention my voice is sweet? No, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, you hear me telling you some cool shit along the way, stuff that I remember from way back in the day, or as I'm mentioning a certain song, memories that song brings to me. Yeah. So, it's like a fucking playlist, that you can take on the road with you. So, today's episode here, just getting back into the swing of things. In fact, that's what this episode is called. And since we've last met, a lot of shit has happened. Went to see the Flash movie with my partner in crime there, Dagard. And we liked it. The CGI wasn't up to par. They could have done better, but I don't know. It's a superhero movie, and we got to see Michael Keaton wear the Batman suit again. Now, what I would like for them to do next, because my opinion is important. What I'm saying is that now that Michael Keaton's reached that age, and Kevin Conroy is no longer around, may he rest in peace, they should make Batman Beyond happen. I'm just saying. I don't know how DC is gonna turn out now that James Gunn is in control, but what I'm saying, they should make like a third installment of the first two, give Michael Keaton his trilogy, the the third movie, but you got Batman Returns, and the third one should be Batman Beyond, and him as old Bruce Wayne, and recruiting a youngster Batman. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. But that was The Flash. Of course, I went to see Indiana Jones 2, the last Indiana Jones movie. I liked it. A lot of people have been talking shit. I mean, yeah, there's some things they could have done better, like the CGI effects when they make him young. I mean, they could have used AI and used his voice from the Raiders of the Lost Ark or The Last Crusade, when his voice sounded like that. Because, yeah, even though he looked young, when he spoke, I mean, we heard 80-year-old Harrison Ford. So, yeah, that's just what I'm saying. But that was one of the gripes. But other than that, the story was cool. I mean, it was kind of like watching everything come to a complete circle. In The Last Crusade, he made a mention that his dad was the professor that had the boring class that nobody wanted to get. Because when he was a youngster, he had the students writing "I love you" on the eyelids, and all these young girls harassing him. But now you see an older Indiana Jones about to retire, and the students in his class don't pay attention. Nobody seems to give a fuck. I mean, kind of like what he made his dad's class out to be. A very boring archaeological class. I don't know. So, I mean, I caught the reference there when they did that because it's come to a full circle. He's become dad, They killed off Mutt, which I don't think anybody really... I don't know if it was because of who was playing Mutt that people really didn't care. But that was just... they explained why Mutt's not around. And... like I said, it's an interesting ride. It's a cool movie. The effects are cool, and I don't know. Maybe it puts the story to bed here. The final Indiana Jones, and puts it on a kind of a nice note. I'm not gonna spoil the whole fucking movie. I mean, I know it doesn't have the reviews that we were expecting. I mean, it's a lot of people complaining about this and that, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying things that I think could have been done better, but that's just my opinion. And to me, the only issue, I mean, and it's not even an issue, was the beginning when they did that software that makes him look young. They could have done the AI software on the voice too, so he would have looked young and sound young, and just like he did back in the day. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Last Crusade thing. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I watched a couple movies since we've last met. There's 3 cats living in my house, and I'm allergic to them, but I take my allergy pills, and I think I'm slowly developing immunity. Then again, maybe it's just these cats, because there are some cats that as soon as I'm near them, my eyes are itchy, they get watery, I start sneezing, and I'm just miserable. But so far, so good with these cats. I mean, at work, we used to have a couple cats that used to come hang around our work area, and I didn't react to those either, which is cool. Anyway, bottom line, that's just what's been going on in Pato's life. He's been watching movies, taking care of 3 kittens, family growing, getting older, graduating, moving on, doing things, and I don't know, it's just fun stuff. Or I don't even know. To be honest, right now, everything's a trip. So, all you motherfuckerettes, just know that I'm still around here. Pato's Powerhouse is still around. And Pato's and Powerhouse is still around. And what started in Spotify, but we moved to the podcast chat, is the HOT podcast with Pato, which is the Hot Podcast or the Heads or Tails podcast, where at the beginning of the podcast, I'm going to have 2 topics. I'm going to flip a coin and decide which topic I'm going to talk about. Once in a while, there might be a challenge attached to that coin toss. Coin toss. One of the 2. Anyway, and like I said, There's 3 episodes available already. One of those had a challenge, which I did. It's available on my TikTok, Pato Morningstar. You can look me up. It's the challenge where somebody mentioned, because they thought, I guess, I would be too macho and not do it because of my ego or whatever. The whole, if you wouldn't date your female self, you need to lower your standards. Which, yeah. So I'm gonna. It's already up there. I'm still thinking like I'm gonna do it and put it up there. It's already there. That was the challenge for that podcast, and I've done it. But after that, after moving that to the Podcast Shack, in the creation of Patos and Powerhouse, I gotta admit, going through the music and choosing the music for each different episode was very time consuming and very enjoyable. So Patos and Powerhouse only on Spotify, check it out. And Patos Powerhouse here on the Podcast Shack and just about everywhere you get your podcast is still available. I hope you're still sticking around with me. Motherfuckerettes. I am glad to be here. You guys have an awesome weekend, whatever it is, whenever it is. And, I don't know. Take the time to smell the roses, because tomorrow's not promised to anyone. So, yeah. You motherfuckers, have a good one. Till next time.